back to my YouTube channel. So as you can probably tell by the title of today's video, I am basically in Iceland right now. As you probably saw from like the few clips beforehand, we was basically on a plane this morning. I say this morning, it's literally like 4:30 in the afternoon now. It's actually quite a bit late on in the day. But yeah, I thought I'd kind of jump on here and kind of introduce this vlog. I'll quickly show you around the room as well. And then, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what we're up to for the rest of the day yet, but I mean, I'm sure we'll come and grab dinner or something and I'll bring you along with me. So yeah, I'll quickly show you a room tour now. So as you come in, this is basically the door where you come in. That's basically just the corridor out there. And then you've literally got a full length mirror here. And then it comes right the way through to the bathroom. We've got a really nice shower, our electric shower. I don't know if you heard that, but literally the shower is absolutely massive. It's really, really, really nice here. And then as you come around, another mirror with lights around it. And then there's just a toilet there and a sink. Obviously the soap's open because I mean I went for a wee just a sec ago. And then as you come out of here, basically this is our room. We're basically just staying in this room here. I don't know why there's two beds, but I mean obviously that's basically why it is. And then out here, out the window just here. Oh my god, I don't know how to open this. How do you open it? Here you go. Out here, this is basically our view from our kind of room. This is basically just the kind of city centre. But this down here is basically where we come into the hotel, in case any of you were kind of wondering. But yeah, there's kind of like the street view out there. And yeah, I think we're going to go out and explore a little bit. So yeah, like I said, we are probably going to go for a wander in a bit. But yeah, I'll bring you along with me, guys. And I really do hope you enjoyed this Iceland vlog. So we have actually left the hotel, as you can probably tell. And we are basically adventuring. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, if you haven't been to Iceland. But there is basically a famous church here. Now, I'm not entirely sure, like I said, if any of you are probably going to know what I'm on about. We've basically just arrived in it. It's so much shorter in person than I thought it was going to be. But it's actually so pretty. I hope you can hear this because I mean it is a little bit windy. There are cars about everywhere. But yeah, I'll basically just show you the church now. So this is basically what the church looks like. And actually how pretty of it. The top of it's starting to light up. I don't really know if you can actually see that or not. But it's literally so pretty. Like I said, I hope you can hear me because of the wind. But how pretty, the sun's all sitting behind it. It's super pretty. So as you can actually tell, it is actually quite a few hours late now. It's actually basically dark in the background, as you can probably tell. We are basically just kind of looking around for somewhere to actually eat right now. We don't really care what we kind of eat, do we? No, we're not just very hungry. We're basically, yeah, we're just basically very hungry. So I think we're literally just going to quickly go in and out of like a few restaurants and kind of see which one can actually do gluten-free. Fingers crossed that there is actually one. And I mean, yeah, when I get my dinner, I will show you what I actually ended up getting. But yeah, that is basically the latest, guys. We're just having a little stroll around. It's actually well Christmassy here though, isn't it? Yeah, it's very Christmassy. Like I'm in my element. Yeah, James loves Christmas, in case any of you haven't worked it out yet. But literally, there's so much Christmas decorations up. I'm literally loving it already. But yeah, I'll show you some. I don't actually think I've shown you any yet, but I'll show you some when we next see some. But yeah, literally, I don't know if you can hear this because the wind's come up. But yeah, we're literally just looking for food right about now. So it is actually the next day now, guys. I mean, it probably doesn't look that bright because I mean, literally outside, if I quickly show you, outside is still like, I don't know, it looks brighter on camera than it does in real life. But literally, it still looks like it's like, I don't know, in the middle of the night. It's about 8:30, 9:15, something like that right now. And I mean, it's still pretty dark outside, but I mean, it looks nice. So I mean, hopefully it's going to brighten up soon. But yeah, this morning we're literally just going to go down for breakfast any second. And then we're actually going to the Blue Lagoon today. I think we're going this afternoon. So I mean, yeah, I'll bring you along so you can kind of see what that looks like. But yeah, I'll take you down to breakfast and you can see what I actually get. We are actually come down to like the riverside. So I mean, I'm not entirely sure if you are going to be able to hear this because it's actually quite windy. But literally the river, I say the river, I don't really know what it is. What is it? Like the sea? It's the sea. It's the sea. But it actually looks well pretty. There's snow on it and also it's like, obviously not on the like the actual sea bit, like but the mountains behind the sea. Like literally, I didn't realise how cold it was. I didn't realise it was actually going to snow because I mean, we're not actually forecast for snow, are we? No, we're not. But I mean, it is still very cold and there is still kind of like snow on the mountains. But yeah, I'll kind of like show you a little round clip now of where we actually were, because I mean there was no point kind of like vlogging actually down by the river because there's no way you would have heard me because I mean it was absolutely windy. But yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit, guys, and I'll show you that little round clip now. Literally guys, look how Christmassy all of like the displays here look. They're like literally so festive, aren't they? James is absolutely loving it because you love Christmas, don't you? But literally all the windows here are so festive. So as you can tell, we are actually back at the hotel now, and that is basically because we've come to collect our kind of stuff that we are taking to the Blue Lagoon. We've actually got a coach at, I think it's like between 12:30 and 1 or something like that. It's actually going to come and pick us up, but I'm not actually going to bring my camera along with me because I mean obviously the Blue Lagoon, for those of you who don't know, is basically just like an outdoor kind of thermal pool. But I am actually going to be taking my phone with me, so I mean if I kind of get any footage from there, then I mean I will include it straight after this, but it will be on my phone, so sorry if the kind of quality is a little bit different. But yeah, that is basically what we're doing this afternoon guys. So yeah, like I said, I'll bring you along on my phone with me, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it just as much as we're hopefully gonna. So as you can all probably tell, we are back at the hotel. We have literally just got back from the Blue Lagoon. It was actually really good, if I'm honest with you. We both thoroughly enjoyed it. It's actually like so kind of warm in the kind of actual kind of like Blue Lagoon itself compared to like the outside temperature. It's kind of crazy, but I mean it keeps you warm, so I mean anything for a bit of warmth really. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed kind of like the few clips that were kind of put in before this. I mean I know there's not a great deal, but you can kind of see what it's kind of like about there. But yeah, basically we are back now, and as you can probably tell, we're at the hotel. I don't actually know if I actually told you the hotel name like the other day when I showed you the room tour, but in case any of you are kind of wondering, we're staying at the Hilton CANOPY in Reykjavik city centre. I mean I've probably pronounced that completely wrong, but basically that is where we're staying. We're staying in the capital of Iceland, and yeah, for now I think we're literally just going to go out of the hotel and go and try and find some dinner somewhere. I mean we found a place earlier that looked actually really nice. I think we're probably going to go there, but yeah, I'll bring you along with me and show you what I get for dinner. So we're actually in the restaurant now, and tonight I've literally gone for these well nice looking chicken skewers. I also went for some garlic potatoes. I mean that is the bread that they brought out for James, and then he went for, what is it? Beef steak.
Ribeye steak.
A ribeye steak, some chips, and then we both got drinks as well. But yeah, is it nice? You're already tucked in?
I'm eating a bit of bread.
But yeah, it literally looks really nice. We're gonna tuck in right about now. So as you can tell, we are actually out of the restaurant now. In case any of you were kind of wondering, it's called Grill Macarin or something like that. I mean, I'll leave a kind of website link in the description box in case any of you fancy checking it out. But it was actually really nice, and like it was literally so nice. I basically just had some chicken skewers as I probably showed you, and then I had some garlic potatoes. But yeah, it was literally really nice. But right now we're literally just on our way back to the hotel. We're gonna go and try and like find the Northern Lights tonight. We're basically going on like one of those tour things to try and see them. So I mean, fingers crossed on that we actually do manage to see them. But yeah, I'll bring you along, and if we see any, then I will show you, which hopefully we will do. So yeah, that is what we're basically doing tonight, guys. It's actually the next day now, guys, and as you can probably tell from the previous photos that you probably saw from this clip, we did actually manage to see the Northern Lights last night, which was actually really good. But I mean, obviously there's only photos there. I mean, it was definitely not gonna show up on my kind of camera, just because I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird, like when you take it on a normal phone without the night mode on, you can't see them anyway. So I mean, I knew you just wasn't going to be able to see them on this camera, which is why there's just pictures before this clip. But I mean, I'm sure you probably could see the lights from them. I mean, hopefully you could anyway. But anyway, today we're basically about to go down to breakfast. It's about 9:30. It's slightly later than it was yesterday. And then I think we're going to go WHAE watching today, aren't we?
And see some whales.
Go and see some whales, as Shane said. But yeah, I think that's at 1 o'clock. So I mean, that is quite a bit later than I mean the time now. But for now, yeah, let's go and get some breakfast, guys. Like I said the other day, literally Reykjavik is literally filled with Christmas like shops. Like literally, how pretty is this one? This shop here even has a North Pole Express box where like people can post their letters to Santa. I mean, obviously I'm gonna do that because I mean Santa is genuinely the best. But genuinely, look how Christmassy it is. It's literally so pretty. But yeah, especially at night when this is all up, it looks so good. But yeah, James is literally loving it while I'm looking at the Christmas stakes. But it's literally just so pretty. So it is actually a few hours later now, guys. Hopefully you can actually hear this because little bit windy right now, but basically from the last time, oh, hair in my mouth, from the last time we actually spoke to you, we was actually kind of just like actually in the city centre bit. I think the last thing we saw was like the Christmas decoration shop, but we actually managed to get a few gifts for people back home, like just while we was walking around. But right now we are actually on our way to the kind of like WHAE watching tour thing I think I told you about this morning. So you were literally on our way there. Are you really, really excited, James?
I can't even wait.
Do you reckon we're going to see whales?
We better.
Yeah, I know. We really, really hope that we do. But our fingers crossed that we do and all that. But I mean, yeah, that is basically where we are going now. Guys, see, I'll bring you on the boat and hopefully we will spot some whales. So as you can probably tell right now, guys, we are back at the hotel. Basically, we actually went whale watching like I said that we was going to, but we didn't actually manage to kind of see any whales while we was there. Like, we was literally out for like 3 hours. Yeah, it started at 1 and we got back into the kind of dock thing about 4:10, so literally just over 3 hours. And literally we didn't see literally anything at all, which apparently, I mean, apparently there was like a whale kind of sighting that they thought that we might be able to see, but we just didn't manage to see it in time. But literally that was the most choppiest kind of water that I've ever been on in my life. Like, literally I actually felt quite seasick after a while. Like, it was actually really, really bad. But I mean, at least we're kind of back on land now and we don't have to worry about it kind of for any other kind of reason, really. But yeah, we actually did manage to see it. I think there was probably just a few clips, kind of like the water and us kind of leaving the shore, really. But yeah, it was super, super choppy. So I mean, if you do get seasick, or I mean, to be honest with you, I don't normally get seasick, but there was literally, it was so windy and so choppy that I just did for some kind of weird reason. But yeah, if you get seasick, I wouldn't recommend that at all. Or if you think you might get seasick, then I mean, honestly I wouldn't, because it's so choppy out there. But I mean, yeah, like I said, we unfortunately didn't manage to see any. So I mean, we are just kind of just sitting in the hotel, we're trying to warm up a bit, because I mean, it was freezing. Although we had like kind of like all-in-one suit kind of things on that you'd have probably seen over on Instagram or something like that. If you kind of follow me over on there, then you'll basically know that we had these kind of like all-in-one red kind of like suit things on to try and keep us warm. But even like, it was even cold through that, like literally the wind on your face, I mean obviously it doesn't cover your face, but literally it's just so chilly. But yeah, we are back at the hotel, like you can probably tell. But tonight I think we're literally going to go and have dinner. I think we're on about going back to the same restaurant that we went to last night, just because I mean it was really nice in there. So I think that we're probably going to go and do that. But other than that, I think that we may go and see the Northern Lights again if there's room. But yeah, I think that's literally all we've got planned, guys. But I'll keep you updated and I'll let you know. So we have actually just finished dinner. It was actually really nice. We just got basically a selection of stuff, didn't we? We didn't really get
starters.
Yeah, we got basically a few starters and just decided to have a little bit of extra. We just got a few chicken dishes. What was the other one that you got?
I got some ribs.
Some ribs, and then we just got, I got some garlic potatoes and you got some
fries.
But yeah, it was actually really nice. But we've decided to come out for a little wander before we go and try and find the Northern Lights again tonight. And literally, I'll show you the church. Love, I say the church, I think it's actually called a cathedral. Hopefully you can kind of see it. It's basically that building there in the background, but that's basically what it looks like lit up of a night. But literally we've come across this really kind of cool road. You might have seen it over on my Instagram. I'm not entirely sure if it'll be up by the time that this goes up, but literally how pretty does that church look. Again, all the kind of like shops and stuff, all kind of like Christmas decorations out already, which is so cool. But how pretty does this actually look? So it is actually a little while now since we last spoke to you, but we are actually waiting outside the hotel for the moment for our kind of like Jeep thing to arrive to take us to the Northern Lights again. I mean, hopefully we're going to see them clearer out tonight than we did last night. But I mean, you just never know, do you? We are feeling pretty hopeful though, aren't we, James?
I'm feeling lucky.
He's feeling lucky, so I mean, hopefully we do see them clearer. But I think this is our Jeep pulling up now. So yeah, I'll probably show you the Northern Lights if we manage to see them again. So it is actually the next day now, guys. It's basically a Friday, in case any of you kind of like lost track of the days. And basically today is the day that we're actually going home. Now I think I said to you last night that we were going to see the Northern Lights. In fact, I know that I said that to you. and basically we didn't actually end up seeing them as brightly as we did at the previous night. But I mean, we actually went with a company called superjeep.is, and I mean, if the lights aren't kind of like super bright, they let you go back again the next night for free. So that is basically what we did. It is the most kind of expensive tour company here in Iceland that you can kind of like go and see the Northern Lights with, but they are so good. Like, we did see them last night and the night before, like they did find them, and we know other tours that went that didn't see any of the kind of lights at all. Like, we were actually speaking to a kind of couple on the WHAE watching boat, and I mean, they said that they went with another kind of tour company, and they didn't actually see any on Wednesday night when we did. So I mean, we know that they were kind of like shining bright and things like that. I mean, we did see them last night, but I mean, you really can't even see it on kind of like a phone or anything like that, which is probably why you probably saw a black light with kind of like street lights right in the distance, or you probably saw nothing at all, and this is the next clip that you're seeing, really. So yeah, it is basically the next morning now, guys. Do excuse my fresh looking face, but like I said, we are actually off home today, but we're gonna go down and grab some breakfast, and I think we're gonna check out and head to the airport. And just like that, guys, I am actually home now. I mean, please do excuse my voice, because literally it's pretty much going, if I'm honest with you. Like, it's literally on its last legs right now as I am speaking to you, as you can probably hear. But literally, I had the most amazing time in Iceland. Like, I will literally do it all over again, if I'm completely honest with you. We actually had such a good time away. Like, it was so nice. I mean, it was pretty chilly, if I'm honest with you, but it wasn't like actually like freezing. I think the coldest night, like when we went and saw the Northern Lights, like on the first night, it actually got down to -8. So I mean, it was like cold, but it wasn't like absolutely freezing. But I mean, we did obviously dress up for the weather. But yeah, that is basically the coldest night that we actually had while we was out there. And I mean, yeah, we did actually manage to see the Northern Lights, so I mean, it was actually worth it. The company that we actually went with was called superjeep.is. I mean, they were literally the best kind of tour to go with, because we heard from other people, I can't remember if I told you or not, but literally we heard from other people that went with like Reykjavik excursions and people like that, and they didn't actually manage to see the lights. So I mean, if you do really want to see the Northern Lights, and I would sorry, do excuse me, but yeah, I basically really would recommend going with superjeep.is, because I mean, like I said, we actually managed to see them. The one kind of tip that I would actually say is, if you are going to Iceland, then I would say invest in a really good kind of lip balm, because otherwise your lips are going to literally end up so chapped that they're just going to be so dry, and it's not going to be the nicest kind of experience for you. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed coming along with us. I mean, if you did really enjoy this Iceland vlog, then please be sure to give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already, and do be sure to turn on the post notification bell button if you want to be the first to be notified as to whenever I kind of like upload next. But yeah, that is basically all for this week's vlog, guys. So until next time, see you.